Hi, welcome to DMP Tech. So today we'll be going to discuss about how to configure and how to set up your Playwright framework with TypeScript. So previous video you discussed about what is Playwright and difference between uh, Selenium and Playwright and WebDriver. So today we'll be going to discuss how to configure and how to set up. So before that, you should have Node.js installed in the system and Visual Studio Code should be installed in the system. In order to take version of the Node.js, just have to type node -v and hit enter. So you can see the node versions. And if you want to see the Visual Studio Code version, just have to go click on three dots and help and click on about. Where you can notice this is our Visual Studio Code versions. So now we can see how to set up your Playwright framework with TypeScript. Just have to type npm init then Playwright. So then hit enter. Then it will start asking questions. So first question is which language you want to, whether you want to use TypeScript or JavaScript. So by default it will select a TypeScript. So I'll go with TypeScript as per my for our we are going to set up for TypeScript framework. And second, where you want to store your end-to-end test case means where you want to have the end-to-end test case. Suppose you want to have in under test folder, or if you have anything you want to folder name, just have to by default I will go with test folder. And whether you want to GitHub action workflows to be installed or not. So for our case, I will go with true. I will type on hit on Y button, so it will be going to install, and then it is going to install all the Playwright browsers by default. So just hit enter. Now started installing the browsers, and now the framework setup is completed. Let's see what are all those things. So .github, as you see when you are having uh, workflow installation, right? GitHub Actions that which is created .yml file, which is related to the GitHub Actions, where you are pushing our code to GitHub, then it will trigger automatically your CI/CD jobs. So for that we used this is GitHub Actions. It will create automatically. No need to create manually. It will create automatically. And this is node model, where in the node model will be having all the software packages installed in this under node models, where you can see bin playwright and TypeScript and playwright, all whatever required packages you want for playwright, that will get installed into the under node models. And as we notice, right, when you ask to where you want to store our test scripts, that we mentioned test under test. So now our test is under our spec file under test. Now you can see this is our spec file, where you can see all your spec file. So we'll explain what is test and everything in the later part, but as of now this is our test file. So again, by default it is going to create a git ignore file, where we can ignore the things which is doesn't want to push to the GitHub repository, right? For that, it will not by default already created, where you can see node module and test result, period report, and these will not be going to the Git repository. So only these will get ignored when you are pushing to the Git repository. And its package log section, where it will be see about all your package versions. What are the package installed? Those versions where you can see it here. So this will get logged. And package.json will be having all the dependencies of your packages. So playwright version and type node, everything will be available here. And this is playwright config.ts, where in the playwright config.ts file will be having all the configuration with respect to your framework, where you can see where you want to test scripts are stored, right? Where you the test directory that is indicate here, and if you want to execute fully parallel, that is true. And we'll see one by one all these things in later videos, but as of now you can understand how to set up the framework with playwright with TypeScript. Thank you. Please like and subscribe for more videos.